Hey
Hello， 大
everyone!
家好。
Hi everyone.
Hey David and Kat, how are you doing?
David 同 Kat， 你哋好嘛？
好啊，好，
Yeah,
How are you guys?
幾
it's
好啊！
good. It's good
你
to
點啊？
know.
We're good. Good. Just had a big breakfast and
Big breakfast.
I mean
Dinner?
breakfast
Big
dinner.
breakfast. Yeah, there's a
What's
big
going on?
You
breakfast for
had
dinner.
big breakfast for dinner.
I had a big breakfast for dinner. I actually
Your
had
case is very special.
had dinner and then I had a bag full of licorice. Thanks to you guys. God bless you. And
It's good that
I
you
actually
like it, you know. No one likes it.
Yeah.
so to all of those who are watching, yesterday David and Kat gave me 2 big bags of licorice.
係啊，琴日咧就 David 同
Good
Kat 咧
quality.
就俾咗2包我好中意食嘅，係咪叫甘草 ？Licorice 係乜嘢啊？我都唔知叫咩。
In fact,
Hello.
it's the best quality.
係佢嘅鄉下嘅食品嚟㗎，係啊，
And,
咁係好好嘅，即係好正宗同埋好好味嘅。
So
但係冇
tonight,
人會食嘅喺香港。
after dinner, I was eating it and Janice told me to slow down.
係啦，咁今晚食完飯之後咧 ，Richard 急不及待已經開咗成包嚟食，咁我就叫佢好慢慢嚟。He could eat a whole bag.
I could eat a lot of that stuff.
Like
And the thing was, the boys, 3 out of 4 boys were into it.
同埋我有3個仔4個中3個都中意食喎。OK。
Now Zach doesn't. Jake was loving it. Zach
好
doesn't.
中意係啊。
Zach doesn't like any new food. Any food he's never had before, he doesn't like.
係啦 ，Zack 咧就係對於新嘢就好抗拒嘅，所以咧所有新嘅嘢佢都唔會敢嘗試嘅喎。
Anyway.
Yeah.
So
And
there's
I
my.
just fixed my tooth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't really move my mouth.
True.
Naturally, so yeah. Anyway,
Is
I
it
was
numb?
praying the Lord's Prayer when I was sitting
Is
on
it
the
numb?
chair a little bit. Yeah,
Can you feel?
yeah, I can feel.
Oh, okay.
I can feel. It's just not
Hope
natural.
you had congee for dinner then.
No, she was eating curry.
I wasn't prepared. So the
Wow.
preset menu for tonight was curry. So
I'm like, should you be eating that?
I had no choice. 冇得揀啦，冇得食粥咁咪食咖喱啦。You should have bought me some. 唉，
I was on a long bus ride. I got
true.
stuck on my bus.
係今日佢塞車塞得好犀利，所以放過你啦。
I've had bad luck with buses recently. Anyway,
Sorry to hear
近
that.
期搭親巴士都塞車啊。係
so that's our life story. How
咁呢
about
個
you
就係我
guys?
哋近期嘅最新嘅狀況啦。你哋點啊？
We just raced dinner down our throats.
Oh no! I feel you. I feel for you.
Yeah, 係咪翻譯啊？
係啊，sorry。
消化緊啦，
我哋就好快脆咁樣就嚼晒啲飯啦。
But yeah, we're here. We're so happy to be here.
係啊，
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about
啦。
Because tonight we're talking
Relationships.
我
about
哋今晚有講關係啦，就係講今晚講咩啊？婚姻。
婚姻
yes. So we talked. I think this is part 3, hey?
嘅
Part
第
three.
3集，
Part 3 on
第三
marriage.
集，
Yep.
冇錯。
婚姻嘅第3集。
嗯
Yeah. So let's get into it, hey?
嗯，
Yep.
好啊。
之後睇睇啦。
So I think last week, if you guys were with us, or maybe this is your first time tuning in and watching this relationship series.
咁或者咧有朋友咧係第一次收睇我哋啦，咁我哋呢個嘅關於嗰個關係啦，
呢個系列。
關係啦，呢個係啦。
Yeah, we are actually we do refer to some material, which is actually a resource you can download through our app, Lifehouse app.
冇錯啦，我哋其實咧都係用緊咧我哋咧 Lifehouse 裏面嘅 Apps 裏面嘅一啲嘅裏面藍書裏面嘅課程嘅。
And right now we're still in chapter 7, marriage.
我哋仍然第7課裏面嘅婚姻裏面。
And we talked about, what did we talk about, guys? For part 1.
我哋第一集講咩話？愛情係咪？
It was
關於
communication, wasn't it?
Communication.
introduction 咯。
Marriage in general.
係咯
Yeah. Introduction.
introduction。
God created marriage.
Yeah.
嗯。
And then last week we were talking about the intimate side of marriage.
係啦，咁上個星期咧就講到係婚姻裡面嘅親密嘅關係啦。
And how communication has a huge part to play with that aspect as well as other aspects.
咁亦都係裡面講到好多好大嘅範疇裏面咧，我哋都選擇咗裡面一啲嘅細節啦，同大家分享啦。
But this is a really interesting question. In question 3 in chapter 7.
咁樣就係咁就咧就講到咧就係我哋都好有趣嘅一個題目喎，講到係講咩咧啊
？It's all about finances as a couple.
冇錯啊，就係呢個 chapter 啦，講錢嘅。
Very good, Richard.
呢個嘅財政啊，財政啊。
That's right. It's an excellent materials. But this is a short answer, okay? In the blue book, it's a short answer.
因為藍書嘅關係啦，咁啊將佢濃縮咗啦，就將佢簡化咗俾大家啦。
But actually, it's a big topic to talk about because finances is such an important part of marriage.
但係仍然呢個嘅財政咧，都仍然係屬於一個好大嘅一個嘅可以講好耐嘅一個題目嚟嘅，因為呢個係其中一個喺婚姻裏面咧係經常你會提及到嘅嘢，一定會接觸㗎。
So here's a question I want to ask you.
咁有問題問你哋咯噃。
Question is, should you share a bank account, guys?
咁好唔好啦？分享下我哋應唔應該有呢個一個共享一個嘅聯名戶口咧
？And why is it that we should do that? Should or should not?
係啦，咁啊，你哋有咩嘅意見啊
？What are your views, guys?
You want to share or me? I mean, I got views on everything, so.
Yeah, you go.
I think you should share a
我覺得
bank account when you're married.
當你結咗婚之後咧，你係需要咧同你嘅老公或者老婆啦，大家一齊用同一個嘅有個聯名戶口嘅。
Says in Romans chapter 5, you should share a bank account.
咁喺羅馬書5章嗰度咧，亦都有講過咧，你要去共用一個銀行戶口嘅喎。
Maybe it doesn't say that.
可能未必會真係直接咁樣講喺羅馬書聖經裏邊。
I've never read that specifically in the Bible, but the Bible talks about, and we've talked about pretty much every week, two becoming one.
咁雖然聖經咧，其實頭先講笑嘅啫，就冇真係白紙黑字咁樣咧去寫明你要共同分享一個銀行戶口，但係我哋成日都講㗎啦，就係咧，當你結咗婚之後咧，你係二人成為一體，係合一咗、合體咗㗎啦喎。
There are some very practical areas of being married that become big problems when they don't become one.
咁啊喺個婚姻裏邊有好多嘅範疇咧，就係當某啲嘅範疇佢哋唔係合一嘅時候咧，就會喺婚姻裏邊出現咗狀況。
Obviously not everything becomes one. I've still got my separate clothes. Jan's still got her separate clothes. But in something as important as money...
Please don't wear each other's clothes.
Oh, no.
That's right.
No.
We don't. We don't.
Oh, no.
Share jeans.
咁當然啦，喺婚姻裏邊唔係真係話所有嘢你都可以共用嘅，譬如話衫你唔可以共同一齊着啦，係咪？但係喺某啲好重要嘅環節，例如係金錢嗰方面啊、財政呢方面咧，其實咧係好重要嘅嗰個合一性。
But I have no idea what the statistics are, but I'm sure we've all heard some marriage statistic that so many divorces happen because of money.
我唔知即係統計學上面係個數字係點啊，但係我知道咧依個比例性係好高嘅，就係喺睇到好多喺婚姻裏邊咧出現咗問題嘅婚姻咧，好大多數都係由金錢而引起嘅喎。
And so the principle would be is your money is our money. There's not your money and my money. It's our money. We may have a little bit of allowance or pocket money each, but basically all the big financial decisions are together.
咁所以啦，就係話唔係話我嘅錢啊喎，結咗婚之後，其實係講緊我哋嘅錢啊。咁當然你都會有一啲嘅少少嘅嗰啲叫咩 allowance 少少嘅自己有一部分你可以有啲自由去用嘅一部分嘅錢啊。咁但係總括嚟講咧，其實你係講緊嘅係你哋嘅錢咯。
Because if I came home in a new Tesla without telling Janice, I've got a problem.
因為咧，如果我翻屋企嘅時候咧，突然間話俾 Janice 聽，我買咗架 Tesla， 買咗架新車啊，呢個唔會係一個好嘅驚喜咯。
Yeah.
And so we've got to be united in this stuff.
Okay.
And so
and
by having Yeah, I would love a Tesla too.
其實我哋都想有部 Tesla 嘅。
But we've got to make decisions together, and you've got to. The beauty of a joint account is you just both know what's going on. It saves so much communication.
係啊，其實咧講緊嘅就係嗰個溝通嘅重要性啦。咁有咗一個嘅共同嘅銀行戶口咧，其實大家都會睇到同一樣嘅，即係大家嘅財政嘅狀況。其實咁就係減免咗好多唔同嘅問題。所以亦都喺婚姻裏邊喺財政上面啦，其實大家都係要咧共同去溝通，去做一啲嘅決定，點樣去使用你哋嘅金錢咯，擁有嘅金錢。
When we were really motivated to pay off our student loans when we first got married, we had a budgeting app on our phone that would sync together, and we would see everything that we were spending, not because we don't trust each other, but because we just want to understand, how can we get to this goal quickly enough to kill our student loans.
幾年前啦，我哋結咗婚之後，咁我哋就要去償還我哋讀書嘅時候嗰啲嘅同政府借嘅債務啦。咁所以嗰陣時咧，我哋咧就下載咗一啲嘅嗰啲叫做咩財政預算嗰啲嘅 apps 啦。咁就係我哋使嘅每一分每一毫咧，大家都會即時去睇到，就係大家用錢用喺邊度。唔係因為咧我哋唔相信對方，而係我哋好想咧有一個共同目標，就一同咧去好好咁使用我哋手頭上嘅錢啦，因而我哋可以快啲去還咗嗰筆嘅債咯。
Yeah.
Hello.
Hey, Maggie Choi is saying this is a really good topic. Yeah.
Oh, hi Maggie. Good to see you.
Maggie.
Cool, Maggie. Glad. I like this topic too. I think it's super practical.
我哋都好中意講錢嘅，因為好實際。
To be clear, like what I was saying before, it's not a sin to not have a bank account joined. It's just going to save you a lot of arguments.
Yeah， 咁咧我哋之前都講過啦，即係其實咧你冇一個同老公或者老婆冇一個共用嘅銀行戶口咧，唔係罪嚟嘅。只不過如果你哋有個共同嘅銀行戶口嘅話咧，就會省卻咗好多不必要嘅溝通上嘅問題啊，或者誤會啊等等。
Yeah, I want to just kind of add to that because, sometimes you may have separate accounts. When you're two single people, you come together, right? You do have two separate bank accounts.
咁當然啦，當你結婚之前咧，大家肯定係一個嘅分開嘅戶口先㗎嘛。咁呢個好自然地，可能咧去到結婚都未必會有一個聯名戶口喺度。
If you don't have a joint account, don't feel guilty.
如果你係仲未曾咧係因為有聯名戶口嘅話咧，咁唔好因為咁咧就覺得好唔開心或者係覺得做得唔好啊。
But I would also say that if you don't have a joint account, as long as you have access to each other's accounts,
但係可以咧，大家係點樣係去知道對方裡面揾嘅錢係點樣啊
if you have a discussion to agree a process, a system, which one is going to be saving account, that's absolutely fine as well.
係啦，咁咧邊一個係一個嘅，譬如支出嘅戶口啊，或者一個係一個儲錢嘅戶口啊，咁你哋都可以大家有即係共同一齊去構思同埋係做呢樣嘢出嚟咯。
That's my view. You guys might disagree, but my view is it's great to have a joint account, but it's not absolutely necessary if you have access to each other's account.
係啦，咁其實唔係一定要係聯名戶口嘅，但係只要大家對方係即係共同可以你都可以入到去對方戶口啊，對方亦都可以入到你嘅戶口。其實依個係嗰個容易嘅。咁其實我都想講翻咧，其實我哋講呢個金錢上嘅處理咧，唔係一個話一定係要咁樣去跟隨做嘅嘢。
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, I just want to. Did you want to
agree.
Yeah.
What?
Without translation.
Yeah, David was just saying. David was just saying that. These are not absolute rules, black and white, that you have to follow.
係啦，即係其實只不過咧想大家明白到咧其實係金錢方面咧。大家應該有個透明度喺度㗎。
Yeah, it's all about transparency. All about being completely open book for your partner.
冇錯，因為就好似Rich 講到二人成為一體嘛，咁大家應該冇一啲害羞或者係收埋嘅裏面。
Yeah, not to hide anything from your spouse, your little savings or whatever. Yeah.
所以講到其實去到金錢，亦都係應該大家係好透明度好高咁樣係去知道對方嘅。譬如好似我知道阿 Cat 嘅
Sorry 啊。
唔係即係嗰啲嘅收入係咪？佢嘅收入係嘅人工嘅支出，佢知道我收入啊嗰啲嘅資料啊咁樣。
So you know, it's like you all you know each other's income, how much you earn, how much you spend. And then coming together. This is exactly what the Blue Book is saying.
咁當然唔係去到100%大家都會係做到好足啊，或者好 perfect 咁樣嘅意思嘅。
And obviously it's you don't have to be perfecting the system.
係啦，咁但係至少可以係去到大家係去到當我哋攞個金錢攞出嚟講嘅時候咧，我哋唔係話將佢咧，即係因為通常講到啲時候，我哋因為可能係遇着一啲可能財政上需要有一啲嘅溝通嘅時候啊。
Yeah, because as a couple you're going to have to talk about finances, right?
譬如好似講到話小朋友讀書嘅各方面又點樣啊？呢啲都係財政可能需要用到。
You know, what about the kids' education? How can we afford that? Or what route are we going to go down?
無論可能租樓或者供樓又係啦，係咪
？Yeah, are we renting? Are we buying?
係啊 ，house 啊咁樣，嗰啲全部都一定係同錢有密切關係嘅。
Everything is related to money.
所以我哋都會我哋做法咧就係將佢咧大家攤出嚟咧係好坦白咁樣係去講裡面嘅細節，點去做嗰個計劃啊，做咩嘢。
So for us, we lay out on the table, we plan, we look at things, we budget, we think about it together and discuss things.
最緊要有意見嗰陣，大家係一齊可以去 share 講出嚟，因為每個人可能想需要嘅嘢或者想做到未必一樣㗎嘛。
Now, respecting each other's needs, because everyone will have different needs or expenses. You know, like cosmetics or facials, whatever it is.
Toys.
Gadgets.
Gundam.
係啊，所以係其實係
licorice，
大家係相係去有一個好 open 嘅呢個嘅去講呢個 topic。
Yeah, so everyone like you know couples who are listening, please be transparent to your spouse because this is all about working with them. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean to be transparent to you guys, we have a joint account. We also have personal accounts that we still had, like we've had for the last 10 years. But it's all kind of linked in this network, and you know we've got some house deposit over here and this over here, and it all kind of combines in the middle, and but there's total
transparency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
係啊，舉個例啦，譬如好似我哋個做法都係我哋有聯名戶口啦，但係我哋都有咧係自己個人戶口，因為個人戶口係我哋嗰陣時未結婚已經靜落嚟，同埋有時實際上有需要就係仲要 keep 住個人戶口去運作咯。
I think the thing is, if you're hiding something from your spouse, it better be a gift or a surprise birthday party. Because anything else is probably not good.
如果有啲嘢咧你收埋咗唔俾你老公或者老婆知咧，最好呢個咧就係一個 surprise 嘅一個驚喜，譬如話係份生日禮物啊或者點都好啦。如果唔係咧，就唔會係一個好嘅驚喜嚟㗎啦。
If you're hiding your WhatsApp from your spouse, something's wrong.
如果你係將你嗰個 WhatsApp 啦係唔俾你老婆或者老公見嘅咧，咁有啲問題啦。同樣道理咧，亦都係應用喺我哋嘅銀行戶口呢方面。
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. That's really good perspective. Hey.
Yep.
Yeah. I think let's talk about kind of expense management and budget because part of that is to also decide what is a significant purpose versus what you can just, you know, maybe there's a level of income or level of like a dollar amount which you consider as significant, right?
係啦，咁可能一對或者同一個話題，但我哋轉一轉去裡面嘅中心點就講到，譬如我哋可以講一啲關於係有啲咩真係好重要係去使啊，或者係不必要使嘅一啲嘅重要性喺裏面。
Like I married a really detailed guy.
係啦，咁咧就我係一個好 detail 嘅人嚟嘅。
And he writes everything down.
咁我就會寫低晒所有我嘅支出啦。
And every day he has a log of what he spent.
咁你就所有支出嘅嘢我會寫低佢嘅。
I don't.
咁佢就唔會嘅。
I'm more of a big picture person.
咁佢一個咧係大圖畫嘅人啦。
But marrying him, I'm I've been thinking like I function differently now because I have to respect what he values, right?
咁因為大家結咗婚嘅關係啦，所以睇佢之後所喺財政方面嘅做法咧，係慢慢地係改變咗，因為要跟隨翻或者係大家係去調和翻一個共同嘅一個喺金錢上嘅處理同做法嘅。
Yeah, so very simply, like it's not like I spent $21 on a drink, it's not like those types of expenses. And then 即係我使咗21蚊，我就要落翻。
OK， 係啦。
Yeah.
即係每一個細節都係。
But we have agreed, certain limits on what we need to respectfully ask each other.
Yeah.
Others' opinion, like your spouse's opinion. Is it? What do you think about that? This is what I want. Is it?
係啦。
What do you think?
但係可以譬如老公或者老婆想買呢樣嘢啊，咁因為呢個嘅價錢係可能昂貴咗啲啦，咁我哋商議下OK 喎，都買得過可以喎，咁可以係去大家去討論到呢個你買俾自己嘅一樣嘢咁樣啦。
Yeah, now
expense
birthday surprises are they'll know afterwards anyway how much it is.
係啦，咁所以之後咧生日禮物咧，佢就翻歐度咧就原來係咁樣嘅價錢。
Yeah, like honestly for me, like when I buy birthday presents, he'll ask for the receipt afterwards.
係啦，咁買完一個我嘅嗰個生日禮物咧，我就俾翻我睇嗰張單係幾錢嘅咁。同樣咧，其實咧。我買完佢嘅生日禮物咧，佢就會 check 翻我個 diary， 睇翻咧我用咗幾錢嘅。
But whenever he buys my birthday present, I'll just look at his log to see how much he spent, But
check the notes.
That's just how we function.
係啦，其實就係咁樣去運作呢樣嘢啦。
And that doesn't have to be anyone else's way.
係啦，咁所以就其實係始終係去到尾都係都係一個透明台入邊嘅意思。
Yeah, and you make fun of each other sometimes. It's like, why did you buy $400 of, like whatever? And it's like you make fun of it, like houseware, and he's like, do we need more placemats? That type of thing.
係啦，可能就話做乜有個400蚊嘅呢個嘅買咗一張墊啊，或者咩屋企嘢係咪？我講咩嚟㗎？有咩用啊？係咪值得去買咧？
It depends on what your love language is as well. If your love language is gift.
Here we go.
仲要睇下你嘅愛嘅語言係點啦，即係你中意用咩嚟表達你嘅愛。如果你嘅愛嘅語言係送禮物嘅話咧，咁呢方面都
Yeah, your love language, right? I totally agree because my love language is gift too.
Gift 冇錯啦，咁就係咧就係好明顯啦，女士咧大數數好似
Married to a gifts girl. It's tough.
取咗個
咧就係收禮物啦，或者送禮物啦。
But I have to say, every gift that I buy, I'll not every gift, but if it's a bigger amount, he will know about it.
係啦，咁咧但係大家會單聲先嘅，都呢個好正常嘅。
單聲先係。
Or he'll say maybe we work within this type of budget.
係啦，或者喺呢個譬如300蚊範圍內啊，你買啦咁樣就得㗎啦。講大咗數啊，其實冇咁多
Yeah, but it's actually it should be a way of us just as a couple work with each other because you should not be hiding anything from.
所以其實只要嗰件事情唔係話收埋嚟咧，其實你咁樣發現咧，大家好似互相喺度作弄或者點樣，其實at the end就係好有趣嘅一件事或者係好玩，同埋係一件開心愉快嘅事嘅，唔會係因為係隱藏。
And I guess also like for us obviously we. As we go through our expenses, obviously tithe is a non-negotiable. So there will be non-negotiable fixed types of expenses that you agree with your spouse, right?
所以都係去到譬如一啲頭先講到除咗瑣碎之外咧，仲有一啲嘅係一定要支出嘅嘢啦。譬如我哋11奉獻嘅一個做法啦，呢啲都係我哋大家咧彼此已經共同咧係共通係一齊會做嘅一樣嘢啦。
Yeah. Any views, guys? Like, what
有咩意見咧？你哋有
or anything else that you wanted to add to that?
You must have so much to say on this because, like, I mean, I think because I'm pretty I'm trying to use a positive word.
Discipline.
Oh, that's nice.
Not stingy.
I'm pretty disciplined.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
With some of the stuff.
其實 Richard 好有紀律性，好有自律性嘅啫，喺金錢上面咧，佢管理得好好嘅。
And actually, Dave Ramsey, who's a famous teacher in America who teaches on finance from a Christian worldview.
Dave Ramsey 咧，佢係喺美國一個其中一個好
Read all of
出
his
名嘅
books.，
即係喺一個基督徒啦。咁佢係幫人哋咧係用聖經嘅原則點樣去理財，係好成功嘅。
And he says usually in a marriage you've got the what is it? The free spirit and the nerd.
即係佢話咧，你一段婚姻裏邊咧，what free spirit and a nerd? What does that mean? A nerd 一個書
Free spirit, nerd.
我通常咧即係一個粒一個突嘅喺個婚姻裏邊，一個咧就係亂使嘅，一個咧就哇好揸得緊嘅。
And the nerd kind of has to kind of hold things together, but like will stifle all the joy in a marriage.
咁咧手緊嗰個咧就會即係即係。令到你哋即係財政上面可以守得住啦，咁但係咧就令到婚姻裏邊咧嗰啲嘅開心，用錢買翻嚟嘅開心可能就會減少啦。
Can I just read this to you? It says,
Yeah.
Guy, to love a wife means making sacrifices and putting selfish desires aside. This is what it says in the book.
林師啊，你又講啲嘢啦。
Gold
我將佢簡化啫，即係話嗰啲愛太太嘅嘢就可以將佢犧牲成為咩嘢都可以付出嘅。
I'm kidding. Well, not really.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the point in that, right? I mean, that there is going to be a difference in personality and the way we manage money, and that's
所以
good.
因為唔同嘅性格啦，頭先講到一
And you have to work it out.
造成咗一個唔同性格咧，其實係可以嘅，大家互相去遷就。
Yeah, like I can say for me, he's really helped me. Like he's pulled me in line with different things.
咁就我每次當喺呢方面大家有不足嘅時候，互相填補啦。
Yeah.
係咯。
Yeah.
Also similar, like I used to be not really good with managing finance. 即係我以前理財咧比較手鬆嘅，唔係好叻嘅。But after getting married with Richard, 結咗婚之後咧 ，so yeah, I've learned a lot from him. Like 學識點樣好好咁樣使用金錢。Yeah.
That's
I've
good.
also learned a lot in marriage, because I think as a single person, I didn't have a whole lot of responsibilities, you know, and I think having 4 kids quick and seeing down the barrel of the next few years, like, you know, it's forced me to really take it seriously, this stuff, and
Yeah. 我覺得婚姻都教曉咗我好多嘢啦，即係又喺婚姻裏邊，尤其是當我哋係好密咁樣有小朋友，其實你要睇到未來幾年喺小朋友身上嘅開支等等咧，咁就迫使我咧要更加咧好好咁樣去理財啦。
And even though we're so different, me and Jan, like so different, I think our vision is so united that it works just so well, and we work it out. We talk about this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Strategizing. Like, I think you got to living in Hong Kong. You can't.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. 即係尤其是我同 Janice 啦嗰個性格真係大不同啦，但係我哋咧嗰個意象係好合一嘅。咁 so far 喺我哋婚姻裏邊咧，我哋嗰個人生我哋個目標啊等等咧，其實都係好一致，咁因而令到我哋係喺呢方面係比較容易咯。
Yeah. It's all about communication.
係啦，講到底都係一個溝通嚟嘅，都係一個溝通。
And you talk about all this right at the beginning of the marriage, right? Saves you lots of argument down the road.
Definitely.
Yeah, I would say that like a big argument at the beginning is so much better than just constant arguing, because you haven't set the ground rules for each other.
係啊，即係呢啲咁重要嘅嘢咧，我鼓勵大家就係要喺婚姻開始嘅時候咧，大家
Doesn't have
去
to be
盡
an
量
argument, but
係
you
啦，
get the
盡
point.
量去解決咗佢大家有個共識，咁之後就可以咧省卻咗好多大大小小嘅可能係拗撬或者意見嘅不一致咯。
I would say there's not much we argue on now financially, because we set up the right structure early on, and we review it. Not officially, we don't have meetings, but
我哋冇 board meetings。
we go for walks and chat about the future.
有冇 minutes 啊？
Take a minute.
係咯，is here the minutes 係啊，我哋就其實就而家發覺結咗婚幾年之後啦，我哋為金錢上面嘅拗撬咧，相對嚟講其實係比啱啱結婚嘅時候係少咗嘅，因為一開始結婚嘅時候，我哋已經訂立咗一啲嘅大綱啊等等咧，去規範咗我哋點樣去使用金錢，同埋我哋嘅金錢嘅目標係咩啊等等咯，係啦。
同埋，我覺得好多最後我想講少少啦。同埋其實係可以慢慢變成係一個生活嘅係可以變成一個習慣嘅。即係呢種做頭先好似阿 Richard 同 Janice 講到，可以即係點樣大家去處理金錢啊，可以慢慢變成一種嘅習慣嚟嘅。
Yeah, talking about money, with your spouse, just what Richard and Janice were talking about, that can be part of your lifestyle of, just your lifestyle as a couple, as a married couple.
如果你習慣咗，其實就唔會覺得尷尬或者係好難講點樣講錢啊咁樣。
If it's part of your lifestyle and something that you set from the beginning, there's no embarrassment or nothing that you feel is
hard feeling to talk about.
Yeah, like humiliating or embarrassing or is hard feelings for each other.
所以係可以大家慢慢去。如果未有呢個習慣咧，如果有啲朋友嘅話，咁喺婚姻方面，咁可以其實去嘗試啦。其實
Yeah. So any couples out there who are listening, want to encourage you, it's never too late to start this.
Yes.
因為係一定會幫到你哋嘅婚姻方面喺金錢方面嘅遇着嘅困難，同埋喺去討論嘅時候嗰個嘅難處喺邊度嘅。
Yeah, because it will really help you to navigate different challenges in life, but coming together as one to fight these battles and to just do life together. Yeah. It's great.
And can I say that I would say that me and Jan did start really well because of one reason. We were in a great church for a lot of our single 20 years that taught us things that we applied. And I tell you, we would not have done it on our own merit.
Right.
係啊，咁我同 Janice 咧，我哋喺財政上面喺婚姻裏邊咧，我哋都做得唔錯。但係呢個咧唔係我哋自己個人嘅功勞喎，而係我哋咧全因為我哋咧係扎根咗喺一間好好嘅教會裏邊啦。喺我哋即係20零歲嘅時候，咁我哋已經咧學識咗好多咧黃金嘅原則喺聖經裏邊，就係我哋可以應用喺我哋婚姻裏邊。
So like for example, without getting too specific, I'd say when we were dating, I got some advice of someone I really respected. Christian leader, and I'd say it led to us having a big fight on one of our dates, and I'd say that saved us years. That one conversation, it wasn't fun, but we settled some things.
It wasn't fun. I didn't like it. 係啊，咁譬如舉個例啦，喺我哋初頭拍拖嘅時候咧，咁 Richard 就同喺教一個咧佢好信任嘅人咧去傾過咁而嗰個人就俾咗 Richard 一啲嘅意見啦，咁就喺我哋好似 maybe 第3次 the third time of coffee time.
Was it?
I don't know. 可能第5。
I think it was right before.
We're getting official?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I can't remember. Anyway, I can't remember. 係啦，總之喺我哋初頭拍拖，可能係咯，可能係。咁就我哋已經傾呢啲咁大嘅，即係第日我哋點樣去對金錢嘅睇法等等啦。咁嗰一次咧嘅拍拖咧，其實一啲都唔享受咯。但係就係嗰一次咁嘅狠地去傾完呢樣嘢咧，就慳咗我哋好多年嘅拗撬啦。
I guess the other quick thing, just to add on this, is do we recommend all couples to get a joint bank account? I would say wait till you're married.
Okay. 咁我哋再講一講翻咧，就係我哋會唔會話，即係所有情侶，我哋都會咧係建議佢哋咧有個聯名戶口咧，咁我哋就話你等到你進入結婚嘅階段先啦。
Yeah, I think you can be transparent in your finances during engagement and all that without having the actual structure in place. You just be honest about the situation.
係啦，即係其實係有冇銀行戶口呢啲都係一啲嘅
即係
即係唔係一定要係銀行戶口，你都可以，就算唔有個聯名嘅銀行戶口，你都可以對彼此喺財政上面去坦白嘅。咁所以你到婚姻呢個階段先至有呢個聯名戶口都未遲。
Hey, Dave has just asked a question. It's a really good question. How often should a married couple talk about finances?
咁樣啊 ，David 咧就問咗個好嘅問題，唔係我啊。咁咧就話我哋一個嘅我哋嘅夫婦啦，應該有幾勤密啊，係去講關於金錢上嘅問題咧。
This is Dave from Taipei. Hey Dave.
Hey Dave, I talked to him today on the phone.
今日先講完電話，同佢哋。
Go Dave.
Go Dave.
Must miss you too much, huh?
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? How often should we be talking about finances in married couples?
係啦，咁樣可以幾頻密係去講呢個題目咧？
I think as often as you need to.
就係你需要有幾頻密就幾頻密咯。
I don't know how you'd say a quantify an amount. I mean, I think you might have to a lot in some seasons and not so much in other seasons, but it would be, I would imagine, I don't know, we've only been married like 6 years, but
我諗因人而異，因夫婦而異啦，就係可能喺某啲嘅季節，你用錢用得多，或者要做好多財政上面嘅決定嘅季節，你可能會講得多啲；喺第二啲季節，你可能相對地會減少啲。For us,
often. We talk about it often.
Have you?
我哋都好密嘅。
We talk about it often.
尤其是係
often.
要 pay bill 嗰陣啦 ，Q bill 啊。
Yeah. I mean, that stuff's daily.
But also, I think, look, I mean, life brings with you different twists and turns, right?
係，但係因為唔同嘅一個季度喺你嘅婚姻當中咧，有唔同嘅發展㗎嘛。
Obviously, as part of your planning for your family, there will be some expenses that you want to put aside for certain uses.
係啦，有陣時你可能覺得，不如就係我哋可能有個家庭嘅成員出現啊，或者會點樣嘅時候，會所以有另一種嘅儲錢嘅計劃啊，咁樣會去做啦。
But then sometimes there are sudden expenses that come up, right?
又或者突然而來，你都估唔到嘅一啲嘅突然間嘅支出你要做嘅。
Like for us, we don't set a monthly meeting, then we sit down at a certain day, a certain time.
我哋唔會話坐低話，我一個月啊，最好年頭我哋或者月尾就講一次，唔會咁樣。
Then you bring out the balance sheet and your statements, like you don't.
係啦，我哋冇 profit and loss 下 balance sheet 俾大家睇，唔會㗎嘛。
But we do talk about anything that's on our hearts, whether that's in the area of giving.
係啦，咁但係有陣時都會可能講下心裏面譬如可能我哋今個月想做呢個嘅愛心奉獻，會想點樣去做啊
？Or investments.
或者係一個投資計劃，會想用幾錢啊
？Or purchases.
或者想買嘅嘢啊
？Or just obviously daily needs that come up, right?
Yeah.
Like.
因為其實基本上每日都會使錢。
Because sometimes these big bills will come up without even. There's no forewarning. This is big bill.
突然來嘅一個又係要找數嘅時候，咁你可能又唔記得咗，突然間要支出啦。
But I do think that I mean obviously there's no it's not set in stone as to you should talk about this daily or or there's no transparency. I think it's as you need to, like you said, Richard, right?
係啦，就係我哋講到究竟幾時咧，其實係真係有嗰個需要咧，其實已經係可以係提出嚟㗎啦。
Yeah, because you want nothing to be a surprise.
因為你唔想係一個嘅驚喜出嚟㗎嘛。
Either for you or for your spouse.
冇錯，或者係對你自己啦，或者對你嘅你自己嘅伴侶啦，亦都一樣啦。
If you work from that angle, that I want to be transparent for my needs, for my desires, for what's on my heart, you never go wrong.
係啦，總之就從心裏面出發咧，所有嘢都唔會做錯嘅。不過有人想講咧，就係都有個時間可能要注意嘅，有啲時間。
Now obviously there are times in life where this is more critical.
係啦，就係好多時有啲朋友可能傾完偈咧，瞓唔到覺嘅。
Because sometimes when you talk about finances, depending what kind of personality you are, if you're a thinker and you process like you, right? You can't really get to bed. It's hard getting to bed because you're thinking about those numbers.
That's so true.
係啦，咁嘅時候，咁你咪調翻轉起日頭講，唔好即係你瞓之前先攞出嚟攞盤數出嚟睇，係咪先
？So if you're like that, I do encourage you, please talk in the morning, so you have the whole day to process.
因為我自己都試過傾完之後瞓唔到覺。
I had the same, David. I mean, not me. I sleep. Like a log as soon as I hit the pillow. But you, like David, would think about it. Like he keeps just churning and process because he's a logical guy, so he has to process it.
係咯，係咁樣嘅啫。
Yeah, but obviously, like you said, don't go out and buy a Tesla without without your spouse knowing, right?
就算 Tesla 幾吸引都好啦，你都唔好買完先至話俾佢聽。
Yeah, but it's something that, yeah, you want to say something?
I was just going to say on that, like probably a good rule of thumb is the bigger the expense, the bigger the discussion is probably going to be. Like for us, buying a house has been a 5-year discussion that like every weekend when we're out taking the boys for a walk, we're going to chat about it.
He's like, Janice, we are so close.
I say that every week. We're so close.
But we're still talking about that.
5 years later.
黃金守則
You got to keep them motivated.
黃金守則就係咧，銀碼越大你就要越傾慎重咁樣同對方去傾啦。咁好似我哋咁，不如話買樓咁樣咧，我哋每個禮拜六我哋落樓下推啲仔去行街散步咧，我哋就會講呢個話題噶啦。每個禮拜 Richard 都話：喂 Janice， 我哋就嚟得噶啦，我哋就嚟得。咁我哋講咗5年。
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey guys, it's 9:45, so
wow.
已經時間又差唔多啦。
Yeah, so much to talk about.
係咪？都係一個好有趣，可以講好耐都講唔定嘅一個topic 嚟嘅。
But I guess let's just end with an encouragement for any married couples out there.
咁咧，但係都想總結啦，都係鼓勵大家啦。
It's never too late to start.
冇錯啦，就係你哋對於結咗婚嘅朋友啦，就算結咗婚幾耐都好啦，咁永遠都唔會太遲嘅，開始重新係喺呢方面咧係大家一齊係好去傾下喎。
And I'd say also if there are things that you're still working through, maybe there's still some anger or some unforgiveness there, deal with it.
係啦，如果當中有啲因為呢方面咧導致到大家彼此有啲嘅拗撬啊，或者係一啲嘅唔滿嘅地方啦，大家其實可以大家係攞個心出嚟，大家係一齊去再好好去討論啦。
Yeah, sit down. You don't need to take minutes, but just sit down. Please just work through it with your spouse and then start again, start over.
可以嘅，重新嚟過，亦都係將佢咧係再次點樣係去做一個好嘅計劃，大家係好好傾下嘅。
Yeah, and it's going to be an amazing thing for you for your marriage.
係啦，亦都對你嘅無論個婚姻啊，所有嘢將來都會有一個好好嘅一個安排去嚟緊㗎啦。
And if you're not aware, there's actually studies on, I think it's called Financial Freedom is the name of it in the Blue Book.
Yep.
And it's based off Dave Ramsey teaching a little bit more globalized context, so it's not just America. Go through that if you're having money problems, whether you're single or married.
係啊，咁咧唔知道大家察唔察覺到咧喺藍書裏邊喺我哋生命堂嗰個嘅下載個程式嗰度咧，佢有一個達至財務自由嘅7部曲咁樣嘅喎。咁呢個就係咧頭先我所講 Dave Ramsey 咧，我哋就係一個即係係啦，喺一個全球性嗰個嘅概念上面咧，去摘低嘅7個重要嘅步驟，就係喺財政上面點可以會有嗰個自由咯，會達至嗰個自由出嚟。Yeah， 咁大家都可以睇下。
Yeah, awesome, cool.
非常好啊。
So who's gonna pray today?
我祈禱啦，好啊。
好啊。
OK，
Thank you, David。
好，我哋大家禱告主耶穌多謝你啊，俾我哋今晚有個好嘅喺婚姻中我哋都認為係好重要嘅一個 topic， 大家去分享啦，就係呢個財務嘅一個嘅呢個嘅 topic。主我哋知道咧喺金錢方面，主我哋都有自己嘅一個私慾啊，去使用或者係享用嘅時候，但我哋亦都知道喺婚姻當中，我哋主你賜下一個大家係一個嘅二人合一嘅時候，我哋嘅去分享嘅一個嘅心態。主要俾我哋學識啊，每一個人我哋都會點樣去喺你當中學習到啊，點樣係喺呢方面能夠係透明度更加高啊，亦都係點樣係可以去學習啊，更加係會係去好好係運用喺神你俾我智慧係去對呢個婚姻有幫助嘅每一個嘅步驟同埋一個做法嘅。主多謝你祝福嘅每一位喺結個婚姻當中佢嘅金錢啊，佢以後繼續會做得更加好，祝福咗我哋，感謝你。用耶穌嘅名求你，in Jesus' name we pray.
Amen.
Amen.
If you didn't know, this is the kids, Lifehouse Kids. We do this amen thing.
Amen.
Yeah， 唔係廣告時間，係我哋生命堂兒童主日學咧禱告嘅時候就係咁樣禱告噶啦。
Yeah. Cool. Have a great rest of the week, everyone.
咁大家有好嘅星期啦。
So next week will be on the same topic, right?
Yep.
下個禮拜我哋同樣地咧去
Part
到
4,
婚姻嘅第4集啦。
好啊。
Yeah.
See you Sunday at church, 9:30, 11:30.
星期日9點半同
YouTube
11點半線上教會喺 YouTube 上面見大家，同埋 Facebook。
Okay.
拜拜。
See you guys.
See ya。